my fault. That's us every
our
single
fault.
time.
It's our fault. We did not. And tag on. Hey, this is SLaPs 360. Thanks for tuning in. This is Nate.
And I'm Donnie.
And Rick's over here. He just happens to be an Argentinian. That was weird. Anyways, for those of you who have already been with us, yes, we just, we had to redo some things, but
3 weeks running.
Yep, we're doing good.
We'll get a full hour in here one of these times.
So yeah, well, we got an hour, so we can fill it. Just to cite over some of the things that we did. We did the CQN radio interview. We did the Fort Drum presentation. If you want to call us or text us, phone number is 315-600-8077. And be sure to check out our website at freeghosthunt.com. And we have a poll going up right now about what time you think the show should be at.
Your input is needed and appreciated.
Very much. Actually, I'm going to have another poll on Facebook. Actually, there's 2 polls on Facebook. There's one about the length of the show and one about the time of the show. Some people like longer. Some people like, more time. Some people like longer. I heard it's all about girth. But we'll see.
Size does not matter, Nate.
Polls galore. That's right. Guess we could talk about a few stories. You want to go?
Yeah, we have done a little research this week. We thought we were going to have a speaker on tonight, but we're going to postpone that for another week.
Actually, I think next week what we're going to try to do, it's either we're going to have the Bigfoot guy.
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard back from him yet.
I do know that we've Beth has been helping set up. We got the guy. His name is Mike Ghostgetter, and he is with the Texas Paranormal Investigation Team, and he also has his own radio show. So I thought maybe that'd be cool. We could talk to him, maybe get some pointers about hit and record.
Yeah, that would be a start. Anywho.
Should we go with a serious story or a weird story? Well, why don't we talk about the Amityville Horror House? There we go. So that house sold recently, and obviously it doesn't look very much like any of it. I forgot to add sound to those files, but because of the fallout.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this weekend they're having a garage sale. Unfortunately, none of the things from the movie or even anything related to the murders. But that, I guess the movie was kind of just fabricated.
Yeah, because they said that no other incidences happened after that. Just that one family.
It was a murder, right?
Right.
But there was no activity. Anyone that's owned it has never claimed it.
And they actually blocked up the house. I remember them saying to make it look like they had evil eyes in there.
Yeah. Well, if you look, you gotta add sound to that file. Just click on that one. Yep. So if you look right there up at the top, that's the original. That's the original up in the corners. It's got the evil eyes. But if you go to the newer photo, now hit sound. There you go. Now, see, you can see there's the chimney right there at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that they built either away from the chimney and opposed to it. See if you kind of, switch to the other one. There's the chimney, and it's in full force. You can see the chimney, the fascia of it, but they kind of blocked it off.
But the barn in the back, or the boat barn, whatever it was, that was...
that's back there, see it?
Yeah, those are very similar. I guess they're almost identical.
Well, yeah, so they basically fabricated a lot of the movie. There was no any claims of paranormal activity.
I think actually an old couple was living in there when they sold it.
It kind of, I wonder, the thing sold for this one says $1.15 million. Is it worth it? I mean, I know it's a nice house and all, but holy crap!
I don't believe it was sold that high for that reason. It was just the property.
You think, yeah? Because I always wonder, is it like a mecca? Like, do people like horror?
No, they had stated that it wasn't. It was just a regular real estate sale.
So, like, I mean, that kind of goes along with the lines of, that was an actual movie. I mean, I could see people flocking to that place to get a picture of it. Kind of like the Quickie Mart from Kevin Smith films. You know, I could see that. I mean, can you believe people were flocking to the Nightmare on Elm Street house? People were actually...
Oh, yeah.
They actually had people go there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with
But they will... everything in that house will go, guaranteed. Just because there's some...
That's vandalism.
There's
Oh, you mean the garage sale?
Yeah, you're talking about the Potsdam house again.
Oh, the vandal... Oh, yeah. They'll probably sell everything. But, yeah, items include furniture and exercise equipment, not loot from the house's infamous past. What would be there that was part of the past? Yeah, anyways.
Bloodstains.
Yeah.
I think... What's that carpet cleaner that went in there?
Shout it out. Regina Stima.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Anyone who wants to call, 315-600-8077. If you have any questions, any comments, shout it out, give us a call, or give us a text message. We can accept text messaging. Standard rate supply, please not. What is that? I guess you want to go on the... let's save that story and let's do this. How about that one? It's a good story.
Yeah.
Well, since I already read it, I'll do it. I mean, I apologize.
Paraphrase.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I found this story. I'll put the links in the show notes. That they have found zombie ants. There's a parasitic fungus that's in Germany, in the Nestles of Germany, I believe. No, I'm sorry, it's in the Himalayas. That's quite off, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's a fungus that they found in ants that it basically sends chemicals to the ant, forcing them to do a death clutch on themselves. Like first, it would have them walk to a certain spot, and then they would kill themselves. But this is the first sign of zombies. Like, it's possible. It says you can find a whole graveyard of 20 to 30 ants in a square meter because of this fungus. Like all of a sudden, just like this, that's like on a small scale, Dawn of the Dead or whatever.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, small in comparison, but.
So if it can happen to ants,
well, they are an insect.
It can happen to us.
Well, I mean, they are insects, so they probably have different. They definitely have a different chemical makeup, but.
Hey,
I mean, if there's a fungus,
start somewhere.
If there's a fungus that kills them, there's got to be a fungus that mold kills us. That's a fungus, right?
Does it turn us into a zombie?
You shut me up.
Thank God. It's about time.
There's a fungus among us.
Yeah, that's fun too.
Jesus. Donations over there. He's flipping out. Hey, speaking of donations, we would love to hear from anyone that wants to be a sponsor of the show. If anyone's interested, let us know. We've got some plans. It'd be awesome. We'll just leave it at that. They contact us through freeghosthunt.com. There's plenty of links there to contact us through Facebook, Twitter, Ustream, and email. So, please. Is the phone working? Text working? I think so.
Yeah, it's going.
Yep. Moving on.
Hey, wait, before we go anywhere else,
where do we gotta go?
I want to ask Rick, because we've discussed the paranormal activity for the past 2 weeks. You and I saw that together. What's your take on it? Good movie, bad movie?
Good movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was alright.
He doesn't like horror movies as it is, so he'll never buy into it anyways. I personally think that it was a good movie as far as that's what we searched for.
Yeah.
That was pretty much a drawn out, full out haunt.
Yeah, I think it gives a good perspective on what we do for the most part. Definitely very realistic and not, it wasn't overplayed. It wasn't over dramatized. It was a pretty accurate account of what we do.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Hopefully we can have something like that happen.
Except for the ending. These cameras are expensive. We can't be running into them.
This is true.
Well, now, what was your? I mean, I'm just saying I didn't like it because I guess the movie was great. All right, yes, the movie was good for what it was. I guess what I didn't like, I'll rephrase it. I liked the movie.
Sure, now that he's outnumbered.
No. I see where your angle is. I was saying I didn't like it because the way they misled marketing it. They marketed it like it was a true story, like that movie that I wanted you to watch.
Yep.
They're saying that there's actual footage, actual this, and then they really mislead you to think that maybe these people are real people, which they are. They actually use their names as the character names, but they were still actors.
But in defense of the movie, the director, I believe, had things happen in his own house. That's what the movie's based on. Mm-hmm. So it's true. It's based on a true story.
See, I was led to believe it wasn't.
He actually had.
It was based on accounts that happened in his house, and he wanted to kind of, relive it to an extreme, I guess. But because I don't think he ever said that anybody ever got possessed and was killed in his house. But
things went bump in the night, and he wanted to know what it was, and so it was based on true occurrences.
Well, like I said, that's what I thought. I wasn't happy that they, that I thought they misled us, but it was a good movie.
Nate, you didn't seriously go into that movie thinking it was real, did you?
Oh, no, I thought it was. No, I didn't think it was real. I thought they were going to use actual footage. I thought they were pulling actual footage, just like that one movie, Paranormal Entity. Paranormal Entity says that there's actual footage from the police footage or something, and there was none. Not only that, there was continuity flaws. There was, even for a movie, even for a fictional movie, there was continuity flaws.
Somewhere like Fourth Kind, right?
Yeah.
Like
same premise.
If we're gonna get into it, I know we were gonna try reviewing this, but I told you earlier that the thing had they how movies have the text in the beginning to kind of give you an update of what it is, like what you're gonna be viewing, and then they usually have a summary of what happened in the ending. Well, they literally contradict themselves in that movie. I'm not going to ruin it for people, but
which movie are we talking about now?
This one's Paranormal Entity. That's
which is a B movie that you have to order, I believe, or you can get it. Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Oh, see, look, we're giving away sponsorship now.
Oh.
We're on that movie place that happens to be doing things. Wolf, I'm doing a show. Aren't you watching? That's that.
I don't know. I think just the best judge of ghost hunting at its best would be Paranormal Activity. No, but on the other side of that too,
it's just one guy too.
Just another movie though. I don't know if you guys have seen, but The Others. I think The Others
with Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. They say that is like
it's just like, well, if you think about it, that's like Others is just like what's that movie? Sixth Sense.
Yeah, but it takes a look at the ghosts seeing us, how we see them. I think that is probably like if you can explain any of this in a movie, that would be the movie to definitely check out.
That or the Ghost Hunter, or the movie we watched.
Oh, Death of a Ghost Hunter.
Oh, Death of a Ghost Hunter.
Oh my God! Do not waste an hour and a half of your life.
Tori watched that. I fell asleep 2 minutes into it. I was like, "What in the heck is this?" Actually, there's Paranormal Sarah or something. It's a family movie. Like it had, I don't know. I started watching that, and they run so long and drawn out.
But anyways, I don't know. I just thought I had to bring that up because I definitely need to get Rick's input off that.
Well, now that he brings up a grudge, I have a grudge with North Country Now. I want North Country Now to acknowledge that I've made countless emails to them about just throwing up our website in their links. I see a lot. At first, I thought maybe it just wasn't their cup of tea, but there are other.
They had Sherry's book was on there.
So that was one of the things. I don't know, and I'm not even getting a reply back. But if you're out there, guys, we're willing to talk. We just kind of want to link up just with our website. They've got videos. I mean, they're putting up that one guy's videos all the time, and he does some outrageous stuff.
Beth says my cousin works there. I will ask.
That'd be awesome. I'm not saying anything bad. I love North Country Now. I'm on there.
I read it every day.
Yep, it's a great website, great circular. I'm just wondering why I don't even get a response back. I've sent a number of them. So this is that winging it part.
Yeah.
We should have had some tech stuff to go over.
Right.
But I don't have any with me right now. So,
third of the way through.
We're just gonna sit here. No. If anyone wants to call 600-8077, 600-8077, call and text.
Any input on the show? Anything you think we should do different?
If I'm touching my face too much, if
you want to see Ricky Sixx's picture again.
If you want to see Ricky Sixx's picture again, it is fabulous. It makes my heart melt.
Let's talk about Sasquatch.
Okay, you want to talk about Sasquatch, Bigfoot, El Grando?
Well, like I was saying earlier, this guy that has his website, he does it Central New York somewhere. I can't remember exactly where.
You thought maybe in the Geneva area?
I thought it was Geneva. It's got to be around there somewhere.
That's Central New York. I mean, right around Penang and all that.
But I mean, he's got a big website out there, and I just found it very easily just Googling it. So I don't know.
I've never seen.
There's lots of claims that people have seen them out at Adirondacks.
You seen it in Canton?
There's a sighting in Canton. Yeah.
Canton.
Really?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
You guys are so ill prepared for talking about Sasquatch.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Well, should we turn the camera?
No, because I'm ill prepared.
Well, he just
had information on it. I would, but I
know she heard that too.
They just want to talk about. Oh, got a text message, people. Oh, someone wants to know.
Damon says, no, I was not in Canton.
Good one. Someone wants to know about The Fourth Kind, the movie The Fourth Kind. I have not seen it. Have you guys seen it?
I have seen it.
First off, it's not...
Ooh, now we're...
Well, I think the premise behind it is it's supposed to be a true story. It's about aliens. And... watching the movie, I thought it was really disturbing. Like even at the end of it, I just kind of sat there for like 5 minutes
and this was about UFOs or
it was about alien abduction. What it was is in Alaska, in real life, there's been people just going missing. I think it was by the hundreds that they were saying that people were going missing. The government hiding it up supposedly is saying
FBI.
Yeah. Because the FBI is going in and out of that town all the time. But they say the disappearances are due to the coldness and alcoholism. But according to the movie, they had...
Well, it's desolate, too, though. The only way in is by airplane.
Well, that's true,
There's no roads, right. So that shows you how remote...
You said Alaska, so they have that. And they also have that time where it's dark for a long period. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what they think is it's alcohol mixed with people walking home or... just not making it there, but they actually showed you the numbers of FBI agents that have visited there, and it's unbelievable compared to normal other places. So. I'm
not sure who's texting of it. The person that asked that question just texted. Personally, this person thinks that it's more of a possession than alien.
That's exactly what I thought.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I agree.
So.
But the footage they showed, and this is where you got to see it, was they said it was actual footage.
Oh, really?
And they actually saw the different people she was talking to like get possessed or whatever. They were going back in the dreams.
Well, that would be a search to look up though. Was it actual footage?
They have no. Well, the doctor that they said was in the movie, I actually Googled it, and there is no website. There's a website, but there's no information about it.
See, that's what I'm talking about with Paranormal Activity. Also, like where they mislead you. I mean, I understand they're trying to get that whole vibe of a cool story, but it defeats our purpose. There's footage of Fourth Kind.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the.
Basically, the general consensus is it's a hoax.
It says right there, The Fourth Kind or another Blair Witch fake out.
It's a very misleading movie.
That's me. Yeah, I mean,
but I would definitely suggest people going.
I'm gonna take a look. I'll probably watch it. Yeah. Oh, that was Brit. It was Brittany Krozik. I don't even know if she wanted her name out there, but
way to go, Nate.
Well,
I'll just throw her address and her social down at the same time.
She's in the witness protection program. She'll be moving soon.
Her social one of the things I pondered today was people's ghost stories, and I was thinking if someone had a good ghost story, a really good one, I mean, to make our arms bubble up with goosebumps, give us a call, 315-600-8077. Keep in mind, you got to get the story out in 30 seconds. I know that's
30 seconds.
Yep, 30 seconds. That's the contest, and you might win something. I gotta hear the phone ring once. You're gonna call, aren't you? Rick's got his phone and he's starting to call. Well, I guess we got a couple more stories here. Did you want to do that one story here?
I haven't really gone over it. well, actually, I think I may have touched on it last week, but I don't know if anybody's even heard about this. But in where was it? I don't know if it was Britain or wherever.
Yeah, it was Churchill.
But they just released a bunch of alien evidence.
Info
on UFOs and aliens that they've been had, since over 50 years. And they actually said that Winston Churchill kept it top secret because he was in fear of there being mass chaos. He figured that if everybody found out that there were aliens, that everybody would just go nuts. And
so it's literally like a conspiracy theory type thing where our government hides it from us.
Yeah, and this is proof right here. I mean, it was right on FoxNews.com.
They're finally letting it out, and
and now they're thinking that the U.S. government is going to do the same. They're saying that the U.S. government is holding stuff too, and they don't think it's fair to keep it from the public.
That'd be nuts.
Which I don't see where it's going to create mass hysteria though.
Why do we have Area 51?
Exactly. You know what? Yeah. I think it. I think it just might though. I mean, maybe I'm off.
If it wasn't hidden to begin with, then no one would freak out. Exactly. But I mean, let's face it. Everybody's in the paranormal now more than ever. You know,
yeah,
if you say there's aliens, you'll be like, oh, well, good. I'm not going crazy. You know, I mean, just imagine the people that come out though. But I think and that's a scary thing. The government's holding that from us. What else are they holding back? You know. But it's starting to come out.
Yeah, they're holding my Social Security.
Don't worry, dude. We're not getting that.
They keep taking it though. Not with other people.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. I think in the next 10 to 20 years, we're all going to find out a lot more about what's going on out there.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Here, this just popped in my head. Wouldn't it be crazy if we found out there was already intersecting genes, like that there are already aliens within us, within the population, and they've already crossbred them, and like we find out that one of us has got like a distant relative that's we're a descendant from.
What if we already are? And 100 years ago we weren't, and we're part of the byproduct now. What if you're half?
You're blowing my friggin' mind right now.
That was just deep, man.
It's kind of like when you look at something and you say, Or you look around and you go, am I dreaming or am I alive right now?
It's kind of like deja vu.
So we're living in deja vu.
Yeah.
Always.
Pretty much.
That brings up that story that I read about time traveling. Not like Back to the Future time traveling. I wish we had a image for that. That'd been cool. But like there's a story about all these accounts of people not literally time traveling, but hitting like vortex of time. Like for example, one of them was these two ladies were walking in the woods and they came upon this like stone cabin. But in the distance, they saw the stone cabin like lit up, people dancing in like period clothing. And then when they walked up to it, she got halfway in, and her friend pulled her out. And right then and there, she collapsed, and half of her body is now paralyzed.
Right.
So the theory is maybe, I mean, they attribute it to this like rare disease that's happening to her, but some say maybe half of her is still stuck in that little vortex of time. And then there was countless other like accounts. There was a bunch of other stories saying how like two guys were driving down the road, and then they saw this old ass Model T car driving down the road with a lady and her son like bewildered, not knowing what the heck's going on. And then they pull over to help. As they pull over, they get out and they turn around and she's gone. So it's just like a little, maybe we have these little slivers of time that maybe that's what apparitions are. They talk about
stuck in time.
Residual hauntings. Maybe it's like a little residual of the best story they had was a lady who had crazy paranormal activity going on in her house. A little girl come run screaming down the stairs. She would bang on the door, scream and holler. I mean, and people were witnessing. Investigators were witnessing it. She's screaming and hollering. The owner of the house got it from her parents. It was her childhood home, and she didn't know what to think of it. And it was happening every night. And then she'd find the little girl in the corner screaming. As she'd go up, she'd be gone. And then someone went in. She went and saw a picture of her, and they brought it to the investigator. And so the investigator was at a loss. So she started talking to all her friends, the owner's friends, and she showed her a childhood picture of them two together, and the little girl they were seeing was the owner of the house. She had a repressed she had like a sexual assault on her by her stepfather, and she had a repressed memory. She was haunting her own house. She was alive.
Wow.
Like, that's the story. Like, maybe it's more of a time thing. Time vortex.
Wow.
Guess I went a little winded on that one, huh?
No, I actually followed you on that one.
But, I think that's what we could be, but how are we going to prove that,
Well, that's what we're trying to do.
That'd be cool. Well, we've been proving it every day. It's deja vu. It's recording things, seeing things. I haven't heard them. We haven't heard them yet.
No, I can't hear them.
Our kids are upstairs right now. They're yelling at us. Hi, guys. Alyssa and them.
Hi, Alyssa. Maddie, if you're still watching.
Actually, Lissy won the shirt last week.
That's right. She was very upset that she wasn't recorded.
She wasn't recorded. Well, she can call in today.
You can call in, Alyssa, if you're watching.
You want to call in?
Call in, say hi really quick.
And the number to call.
The number to call.
Good call, Rick.
315-600-8077. Rick's starting to prove to be very useful.
Oh, thanks, Nate. Took how long?
Well, so how was Trading Spaces?
Good. Don't even know what show that is.
We got our first show.
She's got a call.
SLaPs 360.
Who's this? Alyssa who?
Stop it.
What's going on, baby?
Nothing.
Huh? You like the show?
What?
You like the show?
She can hear you.
What?
Are you watching the show?
Do you like the show?
Talk about Jacob.
So they're watching the show and not listening to the phone.
The mic's too far from you.
Yeah, that's what it is. I said, do you like the show, honey?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but if she would just...
Okay, I heard you.
I just don't know if people can hear her this far over.
All right, baby. Well, I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
Bye.
Bye.
What a kiddo. She's like, yes! Leave me alone. Why'd you call me? Try to just what? What's going on in the chat room? Rick, what's going on in the chat room? Yeah, the mic sucks. We know.
Yeah, you can't hear me. If you ever manage to capture a ghost, you have to read it because I can't. The mic doesn't hear me.
If you ever managed to capture a ghost on camera and you were in person, how would you handle the situation? You were there in person. Sorry, it cut my message off halfway, and then my computer screen just went out. If we ever captured it on camera and in person, how would we handle it?
More pictures.
Like, well,
I'm assuming she means like in the heat of the moment. Like if we're sitting there in the living room and boom, we caught a ghost.
If I was to summarize how I would act in visual form, it would be. It'd be. I think we would be holding our breaths, going, "Holy crud!"
Yeah, I'm sure most people saw what happened to Nate first time we ever heard something. All I heard was a bang on the door.
SLaPs 360.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, is everybody allowed in the chat rooms or just not Pistols?
No, everyone's allowed.
Well, the Pistols team has tried to log in and it won't let us in.
Are you logged on to the Ustream?
Yep.
One of the things I read in the help forums, you have to go and update your Flash. So if you go to Adobe Flash, you should be able to update it. If you go to the Facebook page, our Facebook SLaPs page, there is a couple links. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a couple links that sends you right to Flash to update your Flash. I contacted Ustream and they said there is no problem. Sometimes you have to update your Flash.
Well, we were taking it personally here.
Oh, well, don't. Everyone's welcome in that. I mean, I have not banned anyone.
What are you guys up to? You guys been busy?
I think it's better that you call in. Actually, that's why we did it, so that way you would call in.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, we just thought we'd call and check in with you. Good luck, guys.
Thanks for calling, Rana. Well, it was Pistols. It was Team Pistols. Pistols, represent. We're SLaPs.
Is that the right way? Yeah, it was the right way, too. Everything's backwards.
Yeah.
Stories.
Stories? Oh, well, that's a serious one. We can talk about that. We can get serious. We're going to get serious. We're going to break it down a little bit. Actually, there's a couple good serious ones. Donnie and I both found this story today. There's in Swaziland, and I believe that's in Africa, right? Swaziland, Africa. There's been abductions of albino girls, 11-year-old albino girls, for witchcraft. This one account, this child was washing clothes in a bathing river, and when a man just came out of nowhere, and I'm not sure what this says. It says baklava. He was wearing a baklava. I thought that was a dish, but anyways.
Isn't that the thing that goes around your neck?
Yeah, no, it's a face mask.
Face mask? Oh.
When you're snowmobiling.
Oh, well, he was wearing that and grabbed her and shot her in the back right there, but proceeded to kidnap her anyways. And that was the second thing. That's the second time that happened that week, and it's usually because they want, and they're doing witchcraft rituals with them. I mean, it's pretty sick crap. They're literally draining the blood and taking off their body parts. That's probably not good for the kids right now.
And they're actually selling them alive too.
They're selling it. So yeah, it's for witchcraft. There's got to be.
They believe. Read the part why they're doing it though. They believe it brings good luck.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Oh
good
yeah,
luck potion.
they're making potions. They're making good luck potions. But I mean, oh my God, they've got to do something about it because this has been happening for a while. They say. I mean, this isn't just a one-time occurrence or something that just happened. It's been going on for a long time.
Well, I don't know if it was in that article or the one I looked at, but they said that the man that was trying to sell an albino man.
Human trafficking.
Was he got 17 years
in
prison.
Yeah, in Tanzania. Yeah, this week for abduct. Yeah, that's what it says right there.
Yeah, so.
I mean, that's just sick.
But don't get caught with a bag of weed.
Yeah, well, this is obviously in Africa. But Africa...
Life in prison.
I believe in Africa there's still places where there's slavery, though, too. I mean, it's not that... I mean, well, there's... And also, they've got, in Africa, I believe, there's awful things of women. Like raping women still is, like, accepted there as a punishment. Well, that's in any... Actually, that's in, like, Pakistan or Afghanistan. We can hear that. Yeah, no, she's just turning it on the thing. I wonder if they can hear it. Did anyone hear that? Is that fun? So yeah, any your thoughts, Rick, on that albino story?
No.
Sick people. Huh?
Yeah, it's just messed up.
Sorry, we've got back storage equipment here. Hey, let's put that call out again. If anyone has a microphone that they're willing to get, a mixer, we could use a mixer too. That would be sweet. Like a nice little mixing board. We can have dual audio. We can have like disco lights. Can't you just see him dancing?
Yeah, I do my Running Man.
Let Nate go. Yeah, sprinkler.
If anyone's got a mixer, microphone, awesome webcam we can have, I'll give a t-shirt for one. Oh man, no, he went there too soon. Hey, big news! Michael Jackson died.
Shut up.
Yeah, I just want to put that out there.
Up?
I don't know. Oh, sends packets once in a while. That's fine. There's another story here. I don't want to get on the young thing of children passing away, but in L.A. recently, there were remains found that they think that are decades old. Well, they found them wrapped in 1930s newspapers.
Between 1930 and 35.
Oh, you read this? You read? Yeah. This they found them in like a steamer trunk in a storage unit, and the name on the name that they found was Gene M. Barry. Contained personal letters, ticket stubs from the 1932 Los Angeles Olympics. Now the remains were, one looked to be like an embryo, and one of those that of like a newborn baby. So, well, I mean, back in what, 1930s? Obviously, abortion probably wasn't even. We'd have to do our history if everyone knows the history. I don't even know if abortion was even accepted. But so they found those, and then today the story came out that there was a connection to Peter Pan.
Yeah.
The author was named
there's
James M. Barry.
James, yes.
That's weird.
And the 1932 Olympics were in
LA?
Lake Placid, New York. You guys didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, of course I knew that.
That's when the hockey team, that baseball team.
Tune in next week to Rick's webcast.
He's doing Olympics, 1932 Lake Placid Olympics. He will be doing them from an igloo in Lake Placid.
And I'm going to have a jar of peanut butter.
And he'll have a microphone.
No albinos.
He'll have a good one. He'll have Guitar Hero microphone. Actually, I've got a Disney one out there
DJ
too.
Hero.
Yeah, I thought those were pretty interesting stories, though. Hey, can we use the extension? Oh, shoot.
So what is some? I mean, like
those phone numbers.
Next week, though, what we're gonna do?
We might ghost get her, hopefully. Beth was supposed to let me know if she's got that planned up. Beth says she's got a story also.
Come on, Bethy.
Let's hear it.
Give us a call.
Why don't you go online?
What's that number, Rick?
It's 315.
That number is, shut up, Nate. We're going to give the number out. Now read it.
315-600-8077. You need to call.
Or 315-600-8077.
You can call or text. Come on, we know you guys can text. I've seen it. I have not. Oh, actually, yeah. We've read, Tori on the chat just asked if anyone read any good books. We just recently got done reading the Ghost Hunters book, Seeking Spirits.
Yep.
But now I'm interrupted by a rude caller.
Mute.
You're on SLaPs 360. What do you want?
What's going on?
Ooh, delayed ring.
Yeah, there's a little delay here.
Yeah, you're gonna turn down your radio.
My radio.
What's your story,
Okay.
Miss Beth?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. We can hear you fine. So what's up? What's your story?
I did. Ooh,
She's
there we go.
listening to her webcast. The webcast has got a delay.
Hi, by the way.
I like salad.
Oh, God, I can only hear Rick.
Are you watching this right now?
All right.
Or are you listening to the phone?
All right, my story. You want my story?
Yes. Yes.
Story.
Go ahead. We're ready to go.
All right, my story happened when I was 11.
Oh, okay. You got a ghost story. Let's hear it.
Yeah. I was 11 years old, and I was sleeping, was woke out of a sound sleep, and I was sort of in a dream state, like a lucid dream state, and I remember this tall, dark guy right in my doorway in my bedroom, and my house was, God, it's that house across from Raymondville Golf Course. It's now brown, has the horse pasture and everything. Well, I'll try not to make this too long, but this dark guy, just a figure, it was as though I heard him, but I couldn't see the face. But he says to me, would you like a sucker? And I said, yeah, I like suckers, but what flavor is it? And I said, I don't want it if it's not my favorite.
Okay, that's all the time we got for... No, I'm just kidding.
Gotta keep going. Okay, so it gets even better. So the guy hands me, apparently, a sucker and says it's my favorite. It's great. And I said, okay. I put it in my mouth, and it tastes like nothing. It tastes like absolutely nothing. I get mad, and I don't know what happened. I went back to sleep. The next morning, I woke up, and there was a shard of glass shaped like a round, like a sucker shape, but one side of it was razor sharp, and it was in my hand. And that totally freaked me out.
Now this...
That would be the one time I had an encounter with what I thought was paranormal.
Now, was this at... You're saying this was that house across from the golf course?
Yes, it's the house that I wish that whoever lived there now would call in and have us investigate.
Now, you used to live there?
Definitely haunted.
You used to live there?
I don't know who lives there now.
No, you used to live there? Is that what she said in the beginning?
Oh, yeah. I lived there growing up.
I know, well, see, that's funny she says that. I know that my father was telling me that he knows someone that knows the place. Now, are there tunnels? Is there a tunnel in that place?
I don't know if there's a tunnel. I know that
Someone mentioned that there was a tunnel with lanterns inside of it that go from the barn to the house.
The caller's house.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's a cool place. It had all kinds of nooks and crannies. And we used to find crazy shit in the attic, but excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. But anyways,
we bleeped it.
No, we had a good time. I mean, but you know, as an 11-year-old girl, it did scare the crap out of me. But
yeah, good story.
You know, that's my scariest ghost story. It was scariest because I was little. I don't know that it would, be the same today, but.
Yeah, for people that are just tuning in, that's Beth on the phone. She's part of our paranormal group.
So somebody else call in. We want to hear the ghost story.
Thanks, Beth.
Thanks,
Thank you,
appreciate
Beth.
it.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Do I have to call in to tell my story?
No, you can tell it. You want to tell your story?
Yeah.
You gotta put up the RiKKi thing. You gotta put up the thing if you're gonna talk. You gotta put up the thing. Rick's gonna tell his paranormal story. Rick?
Yeah, so that's the end of my story. It was really good.
Awesome. That's the scariest story I've ever heard. Oh, sorry,
So,
guys.
I just want to thank you because I've kept that hidden for.
Okay, so for those of you, we're gonna start that again.
Rick just told us a ghost story and had it on mute the entire time.
So basically, the ghost and I walked downtown together and got a beer.
We're literally sitting here going, wow, really?
Okay, here we go. I'll tell it again. Basically, I was like 11 or 12. I lived with my parents, obviously, then, but I was at my father's house, and my bedroom was towards the back of the house, so it was always dark, pretty secluded, quiet, and I can remember laying on my back, just sleeping, and for some reason, and anybody that knows me knows I'm a pretty deep sleeper, I woke right up, right out of a sound sleep, and opened my eyes, didn't move, just opened my eyes, and there was a face, I'd say probably within an inch, maybe 2 inches from mine. Didn't feel any breath, didn't feel any pressure on me, didn't feel threatened, but it was the presence of somebody looking at me. Now, I say I woke up, I don't know, possibly a dream. My true instinct tells me that there was something there, but that's actually kind of the reason why I do what I do with these guys, because I haven't had that happen again, and I want to vindicate it and authenticate it to myself, because it was a pretty scary thing, especially at that age. But that's my in Norfolk on the River Road. Actually, it's my father's house, which is one house. There's one house in between my father's house and the house I'm in now. But
and that address?
No, Nate, you're not going to knock on my window in the middle of the night. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's a great story.
No, we should ask Rick though, because I know last week we were asked different things like, what was your scariest place you've ever been to or whatever. We'll ask Rick.
The investigation.
So far, from everything we've done, what do you think? Is there something else out there? I mean, from the evidence that we've caught so far, what do you think? Is there
I think
going on, or is it?
There's definitely been some things that stood out when you and I were in Milwaukee, the Milwaukee house in Malone.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
When I was downstairs, and that was my first ghost hunt.
Mm-hmm.
But downstairs,
Tori's first ghost hunt.
I remember. Yeah, that's right. Because that's the first time I met you when we were doing this.
Yeah.
I could feel something walking by my arm, and then the pen light.
Yep.
That happened there. That was
awesome.
The pen light for you.
That was upstairs.
But that was in the attic, but is also for us, you and I.
That's right too.
We were in that room, and the pen light went off, and that was pretty good. But I'd have to say the most, actual scary or place that I feel was probably most haunted. I never got anything out of Chateauguay. You guys know that.
Yeah. That's,
I'm one of the only people besides our last.
Yeah, the one time we went.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything, but then it really picked up.
That one that was pretty incredible. Peace be with you, Nate. But other than that, I'd have to say probably Milwaukee. That might have been the scariest because it was my first time doing it. So,
right.
But now you kind of go in mentally prepared for it and a little bit more. So.
Yeah.
But so.
For everyone else, we wanted to just remind people, hit the website, go to the poll. There's a poll up on the website. Actually, if you're in the chat room right now, you'll see the link at the top of the chat room. It says micropoll.com, and also it's on Facebook. I need people to go there, give us some feedback. We're looking to see what you guys think, what's a better time for us to do this. It would be cool, so we know what we can do with it. Hit the website, follow us on Ustream, follow us on Facebook, tell your friends. We hope to have everybody come on the show. Pistols, Merrill's group. Spoke to Merrill last night, actually. He's going to probably come on the show, talk about the expo. Remind people we are going to be at the expo. I forgot to put that link up. But the expo in Plattsburgh, it's October 26th.
It's on our website, though.
It's on our website, yeah. what do we got going on next? We have an investigation.
We have a couple investigations going on. I think we have 4 or 5 that are kind of in the works right now. Then we've got obviously the Fright Night, but that's not until October.
Yep, that's October also.
So, but I mean, basically hunts right now, which is good. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, here's another call. SLaPs 360. Who is this?
Hey, SLaPs.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
G-Man.
What's going on?
Hey, Gilb.
Hey, Goob.
What are you doing, Goober?
What?
What's going on?
Nothing.
Because you're watching the web show.
Do you want to tell us your ghost story? Like when Dad went upstairs and talked through the vent down when you're on the bed and scared the living crap out of you?
Oh, shut up.
Gotcha. What's up? You want to talk about something, or you just want to make it so we have to hear your heavy? Oh, do you want to talk, or do you want to just breathe heavy in the microphone like you're doing, or in the phone? All right, Zuno, you take it easy. We'll see you in a little bit.
Have a good night, Seth.
Bye.
Boy.
Oh gosh. He had to call. He had to call. Of course. Well, why not? We encourage it. Next week we'll have Mike Ghost Getter. Hopefully, and I think we're gonna talk about trick photography. We'll talk about hoaxes and whatnot. We'll hopefully have some clips to play. We're still working out this whole system, like I said. I know I feel like we're panhandling, but we are. If you have any equipment, anything you guys want to lend us, I will give a shirt away for it. I mean, I know we can't really afford much because we don't get paid for this gig. Is there anything you want to add?
No, just we're gonna really try hard to update our Facebook this week and let everybody know what's going on for the next show. Again, tell everybody we got the shirts for sale. All goes into the equipment. Shirts,
$15. There's a link on there. This one's a custom deal. If you want me to cut the sleeves off, $2, I'll do it. No, this is skill here, how to do this. You love it. We're all out of hats and hoodies. I don't want to hear any more calls about hats and hoodies. I apologize. I'm all out. Maybe next time around, just not right now. 3 minutes.
You guys tell your ghost stories?
We have.
That's the thing. I don't have any ghost stories really.
Nothing?
No.
At all.
But I did.
You have nothing at all, or you?
I've told mine a few times. Actually,
I do this.
one of the things that when I was talking to Merrill last night, he was commenting on our name, SLaPs, St. Lawrence Association of Paranormal Science, SLaPs. There's other groups out there. We're talking about the acronyms, how people make up the acronyms, the monikers, whatnot. He's with NIPERS, which is Northern New York
Paranormal Research or Society.
Yeah, I think so.
Research Society.
I apologize, Merrill, for getting it wrong. And then there's Pistols. Paranormal Investigations St. Lawrence Society or Science. I apologize if we're getting that wrong. But he was commenting on all of our names and how they look, which is kind of funny because we were talking about how it ends up. We're kind of the paranormal. Have you noticed it turns into because there's all this drama and everyone's talking about unity and stuff like that. It almost feels like bands.
Bands as in
in rock bands.
Yeah.
Equate them. They all have group shots.
Yeah.
They all have a website. They're always concerned about their name. They want to have a good name. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, bands are looking for notoriety. Paranormal groups are looking for notoriety. I mean, we are, because we're looking for more to get our name out there so people can call us.
Right.
They can't call us so they don't know we're out there. I don't know. I just thought it was something to stew on.
More stuff. Keep going. If people want to listen. More viewers.
Yep. Battle of the Ghost Hunters. Yeah, that's what Tori just said in the chat room. Well, I guess we want to thank everyone for watching. We'll have a guest next week. We'll have call-ins. We're tossing around the idea of possibly having a psychic on and do a live reading. We got ideas. If you got ideas you want to see on the show, send us an email. Send us a text. You can call. You can leave a voicemail. You can even when we're not online, you can still call the number.